If you marry these men, you will be miserable. Number 1. Don't marry a man who has eyes for other women, else you will be miserable. It starts subtly. He follows women obsessively on social media. He flirts casually in conversations. His eyes wander even when you're beside him. You brush it off, thinking you can change him or that it's just how men are. But don't be deceived. A man who cannot honor you with his eyes will not honor you with his heart. A man who is constantly drawn to other women emotionally, physically, or sexually will eventually betray you. You will spend your marriage competing with strangers, doubting yourself, and crying over someone who promised you the world but has no control over his desires. Love isn't a competition. It's a commitment. If he can't control his lust now, marriage won't fix it. It will only give him a false license to hurt you behind closed doors. Number 2. Don't marry a man who cannot control his anger, else you will be miserable. He slams doors, he raises his voice, he punches walls. Or worse, he gives you the silent treatment that lasts for days. Don't tell yourself he's just passionate or he didn't mean it. That uncontrolled temper is a loaded gun, and when life pressures him, and it will, he won't protect you from it. He'll pour it on you. A man who cannot master his emotions will make you his emotional punching bag. You will walk on eggshells in your own home. You'll adjust your tone, your volume, even your truth, just to avoid triggering his rage. That is not peace. That is prison. And you will resent every day you wake up beside him. You cannot fix a man who refuses to fix his temper. You will only bleed trying. Number 3. Don't marry a man who cannot handle money, else you will be miserable. He spends impulsively. He has no savings. He's constantly in debt. He gambles, overspends, or simply has no clue how to build. If you marry this man, your life will be a financial storm, blowing from one emergency to another, with no peace in between. Love doesn't pay bills. Romance cannot replace responsibility. If he has no financial discipline, you'll carry burdens he was meant to shoulder. You'll be the one borrowing, budgeting, sacrificing, and explaining. And eventually, you'll feel more like his mother than his wife. It's not about riches. It's about wisdom. You don't need a man who's a millionaire. You need a man with vision, planning, and discipline. Because without stewardship, even abundance becomes disaster. Number 4. Don't marry a man who doesn't submit to anyone, else you will be miserable. No mentors, no pastor, no father figure, no voice of counsel, no one to correct him, guide him, or speak into his life. He's the king of his own little world, and in that world he is always right. Marry this kind of man, and you are signing up for unaccountable authority. He will insult you, dismiss you, hurt you, and no one will have the power to correct him. When you cry for help, you'll hear silence because he has built no structure of submission around himself. A man who is not under authority is dangerous, because if God can't correct him and man can't advise him, then you will be the only voice he tries to dominate. And that's not marriage. That's dictatorship. Number 5. Don't marry a man who doesn't fear God, else you will be miserable. This is the foundation of it all. You can marry a man who looks good, speaks well, earns a lot, and dresses like a prince. But if he doesn't fear God, he will fear nothing. Not cheating, not lying, not manipulating you, and certainly not mistreating you. The fear of God is not religion, it's restraint. It's what keeps a man faithful when no one is watching. It's what makes him say sorry even when pride wants to speak louder. It's what stops him from crossing lines when temptation whispers. A man who doesn't fear God has no compass. He will justify sin. He will twist truth. And when you try to hold him accountable, he'll call you too spiritual. That man will break you slowly, until you begin to lose faith in God because of the behavior of someone who never knew him in the first place. So, my dear sisters, marriage is not a rehabilitation center. It is not your job to fix a broken man who refuses healing. It is not your calling to raise a man who should have been mentored long ago. You deserve love, not lessons wrapped in trauma. If you see these traits now, run. Don't reason with them. Don't romanticize them. Because after the wedding, those red flags don't disappear. They magnify. Don't marry lust and call it chemistry. Don't marry rage and call it passion. Don't marry foolishness and call it faith. Don't marry rebellion and call it independence. Don't marry godlessness and expect divine peace. Choose wisely. Pray deeply. Love intelligently. Because who you marry will either multiply your peace or magnify your pain. If you are not following me, you may not see me again. Like and follow this page for more.